I'm Lilo and you're watching Headbangers Lifestyle. And I'm here with Joey and Ruud Jolie of Maiden United. Welcome guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah? Yeah. So you have a new album out? Right here, I got it. Remembrance. Maiden United started several years ago. What was the main reason to start the band actually?
It was an idea that I really had for a couple of years in my mind. I made an acoustic, never done before, and the only thing that we needed was just the right time and the right place to work on the project. In 2006 it was at the Iron Maiden fan club convention. They gave me a call. Joe, we want to do another convention in Holland, and do you have an idea? Just another idea than that we had before, and that was the moment where I thought, wow, let's do acoustic versions in front of a venue full of Iron Maiden fans, which was quite...
Yeah, it worked out good, I guess.
It made me quite nervous, to be honest.
So, but what exactly makes Maiden United really different from all the other tribute Maiden bands out there?
Well, I think that most tribute bands play the songs as covers, so they play the songs just as they are, and some are really good, some are not so good, but the unique thing about Maiden United is that we play them acoustically, but not only that, because we don't exchange the electric guitar for the acoustic guitar, but we tear down the whole song and build it up from scratch, and with different arrangements. Sometimes even the structure of the songs are different, sometimes even the chord progressions are different.
But what makes Maiden United so successful? Because you get quite some success now along the way with
Joey's
the
good
whole
looks.
project.
There you go.
Of course.
There you go.
Yeah. Have you an idea?
What we have been told many times is that when we do live shows, it shows that we are having a lot of fun and that we do it out of respect for the Iron Maiden song. And even if you don't like Iron Maiden, you can still have a really good time, because also Damien Wilson, you know, the singer, he's a great frontman, he's a great entertainer. He always has really fun stories in between the songs, and it's not rehearsed, because some of the stories we heard for the very first time as well. And for us the gigs are pretty exciting as well, because we never know what will happen.
Yeah. Well, mentioning Damien Wilson, why did you choose him to be the main vocalist in the first place?
Yeah, well, obviously he's a very great vocalist. I have worked with him on a live project, Damien Wilson Band, in 2009. With Derek Bruinbeek, Christopher Gillenrow, Chris Mars, anyways, and he had asked me for that, and you know, I always liked Damien as a singer. I listened to Threshold when I was younger, so I always really admired him. And you know, when it came time for us to pick out a singer, we were thinking, and I was like, yeah, you know, Damien, that would be great. So I just gave it a shot.
Yeah.
Gave him a call. Told him, hey, I think you owe me a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
And you even have the official approval of Steve Harris, bass player of Iron Maiden, right? At the
Official
time?
approval.
Yeah, to do all this.
There's a stamp.
There's a stamp.
Steve Harris,
There you go.
okay.
Just a couple of weeks ago when we did the UK shows, it was his cousin who was playing the drums. And it was really funny to have Steve's sister in the audience, and afterwards in the backstage area, and cousins and his kids, and we get full support from the Iron Maiden fan club and from the Iron Maiden, well, the full Iron Maiden thing.
The whole band.
Yeah. We had rehearsals at the Iron Maiden place just a month ago, which was really weird for us, of course.
But Iron Maiden is, of course, one of the biggest metal bands. They wrote so many classic songs, and now we're cutting in it, rearrange it. Isn't it a little bit how do you say that, sacrilege? Don't you feel it like
well,
that?
that's what we were a little bit afraid of during that very first gig in 2006, I think. That, you know, and Iron Maiden fans are known to be pretty, like, don't touch our band, you know. It's just us also having fun with the songs, and since we do it in an acoustic fashion, sometimes it worked better if we, you know, twist it around, you know, if we turn the whole song upside down. And also because we don't like to do it the easy way. Because if we would like to do it the easy way, then I would have, you know, like I already said, left my electric guitar in the corner and picked up the acoustic one and played the same parts.
Yeah.
That's not fun. Anyone can do that. That's not, you know, that's not that special.
And now you have your third album, Remembrance. What's this one exactly all about, this particular album? Since you have 2 albums already out, anything improvement or?
Well, I think that the very first album we did, that's Mind Acoustic Pieces. This is the 1983 album Peace of Mind, front to back. Well, different order of the songs, but we decided to do one album in its entirely. So we have the Remembrance album here, but by then we were also doing some festivals, some heavy metal festivals, and then it was it's not difficult because we are a completely different band, but we were like, hey, what would happen if we would like add, for instance, a Hammond organ with it? And we were discussing it a little bit because a Hammond organ comes with a power chord, so basically it's not 100% acoustic anymore. But we both thought that the Hammond organ is such an organic instrument that we could get away with it.
Yeah,
we had to power it up for a bit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be too.
Yeah.
It would be too much down for the audience. That's what we thought. Well.
But it works.
Yeah, but on the other hand, by saying that, it doesn't mean that we are soft, that we are campfire acoustic.
No.
It has also been referred to acoustic heavy metal because sometimes it is really loud and the drummer is really pounding his drums.
And you have Paul Diano and Blaze Bailey now as a singer, as guest appearances.
Yes, exactly.
How about that?
They were here on the right spot. That's where you are now.
But isn't that great?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
To have a cooperation.
Of course.
That's what it is.
You just ask the guy and say.
No, when you have the idea of Maiden United and you have 2 albums out already, we did the first 2 albums with the same lineup, with the same musicians, but we thought, well, that's not the original idea because it's called. We have our own bands, you know. He's got Within Temptation. I've got The Irons for. Both of us are playing it for 15 years. How long are you?
14.
Yeah, 15 years for me in the same band, and there are so many nice musicians walking around which which we like to play with. But we thought with Maiden United, you know, the Maiden part is very obvious, of course, but United means that we really would like to unite all those musicians, you know, together to make music. For us as musicians, it was really clear about. We did guest appearances on the live shows. We did guest appearances on the albums, on Mind Acoustic Pieces, Anneke Vergiersberg we have her as a guest singer. We have Berto Kivulakso on Across the Seventh Sea with his cello as a guest. They did a couple of live shows with us, and we had all kinds of guests during the live shows as well, which was really fun for us, and it was the idea. When we came up with the 3rd album, we thought, well, we have to work out this idea of more musicians within Maiden United, not only on the live shows but on the 3rd album as well. Yeah. So that's what we decided, to get more musicians involved in the new album. Let's see if we can do, you know, songs with original former band members of Iron Maiden.
How did they felt about doing those songs in an acoustic version? How did they experience it?
They were real surprised about it.
Yeah.
Both of them. If we talk about Paul and Blaze, they were both surprised. You know, Paul was there. He's into heavy kinds of music. He's really into punk music. Still he is. He was back in the days, but he's still now. And he came in and he thought, well, I have to do an acoustic. And when he heard the version, he was like, whoa, that's pretty heavy as well. And you know, you told him like, just sing as heavy. I want to have a take just as heavy as possible. And with Future Real with Blaze, you know, Future Real is the most up-tempo song that we have on Maiden United, I guess. Blaze was here and he did a brilliant job. He did really an awesome job.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites in the album, to be honest.
And the only way you can top this is Bruce Dickinson next time.
Yeah, we've been asked that many times.
There was the silence.
So guys, what's the next step? Having some current Iron Maiden members? Yeah, of course it would be great, but we are not making any illusions that it's ever gonna happen. It's not that it's a really huge goal for us to have them. Of course, it would be great, but if it doesn't happen in the future, then it's fine as well.
But what do you think the expiring date of Maiden United is actually? How long can you do this?
That's the main question.
Well, I think we can do it very long time because we all are sitting down on stage. So even if I'm in a wheelchair, it won't be a problem. No, but seriously, I think I'm always a little bit hesitant looking into the future because you never know what it will bring. But I think that Iron Maiden is a legendary band.
Yeah.
It will always be valid in heavy metal, and therefore I think that there will always be people who would like to listen to the Iron Maiden songs, and you know, we've proven that there are even the biggest hardcore Iron Maiden fans really like Maiden United as well.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, that's the main question, isn't it? How long can we...
As long as we're still having fun with it and people like to listen to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
And after that, you know, we might start a acoustic Slipknot band with masks.
With masks, yeah. So how far does the dedication to Iron Maiden go for you personally?
To me, it's really deep.
Yeah.
It's really deep as well. Yeah. Well, you know, Iron Maiden is one of the first things in my life which I can remember, which I discovered fully on my own. Never been told by my parents about Iron Maiden. They didn't know about the band. Never told by a teacher about Iron Maiden or something like that. I was just in the age of 9 or 10, and I was for some reason, into Iron Maiden.
How was it?
Yeah, I kind of like him. No, same here. I didn't know Joey back then when I first started listening to Iron Maiden. I remember that I first was really attracted to the artwork, and I hadn't seen a CD or a final album or whatever, but I saw the bigger kids walk around with their denim jackets with all the patches and stuff like that, and that Eddie character. Yeah, whoa, that's cool. I got this copied cassette tape from a friend of mine. It had Live After Death, the concert on it, and it was rewinded to side B, and that started with Run to the Hills, and yeah, that was it for me. I was hooked.
And does have the Eddie character any place in Maiden United? Actually?
No,
why
we're
not?
not allowed.
You're not allowed. Oh, that's crazy.
Eddie is not owned by Iron Maiden, but is owned by Derek Riggs.
Yeah.
And he didn't give the permission for that, so we're not using it.
Thank you for watching Headbangers Lifestyle.